Welcome to Tarot by Brev. Excited today to receive my newest deck of tarot. Here is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot by Ravynne Phelan. Quite a nice, chunky, solid, good sized box, which we like, and really nice detailing on the front, all very well wrapped up. Already looking forward to getting inside. So what I'll do is I'll open them up, we'll have a little bit of a flip through, we'll have some initial feedback on what we find, and you'll get to see the whole thing. So this deck, a tarot for a new era. The philosophy of the Dreams of Gaia Tarot is simple: to seek, to feel, to grow, to heal. This deck will strengthen your connection to your divine self, whilst helping you to identify and heal past experiences that hold you back from living to your fullest potential. So, erring on the side of coaching rather than prediction, which is the tarot that we like. Learn to recognise when times of growth and change are approaching and face them with confidence and a sense of anticipation. Learn when to take action and when to be still. Learn to trust in your intuition. That's an important lesson that we can all appreciate. So, Dreams of Gaia Tarot by Ravynne Phelan. 81 cards, so not the usual deck, as we can see. Published by Blue Angel. No idea who the illustrator is, if that's different. No, all looks like it's all by the same person. So let's get into the box. No going back now, he says. Trying to cut the cellophane without actually damaging the box itself is always tricky. There we go, I'm in. This is half the fun, right? So, good quality packaging, very well wrapped. So under that. Nice crinkly. Let's get all that out of the way. Let's get the scissors out of the way. So this box, just to I'll show you which one it is in case you're thinking of ordering them. This is the box that's that size. What's that? 14 centimeters by 18 and a half. And let's have a look. Oh, it's the exciting bit. Anticipation's building to get inside. So, really strong lid, good box. I'm encouraged by the beginning, as always, for the attention to. Oh, now that's nice. Nice bit of paper protecting the booklet inside. Attention to detail, really important. Gives you lots of confidence that things are going to be of quality. So this is the booklet. We'll have a look at that first. Then we'll have a look at the deck itself, which is in the cards. Just push that to one side for the minute. So the booklet, that looks like a pretty substantial. What's the page numbers on here? Over 300 pages of insight and instructions. And it's great from a beginner's point of view. If you're, this is one of your early purchases and you're still learning how to read or explore the tarot, then having a chunky book like that can be really useful. Can also be a little bit daunting. So we'll have a dig in and we'll see what we can see. All up some spreads, some suggestions for how to read. So introduction. Let's get right to the beginning here. So there's the dedication. We can see in the contents, just going to talk through each card, what they mean, and looks like we've split them up into their elemental symbols. So you've got earth, air, fire and water. So the Dreams of Gaia Tarot is for those who desire unity within themselves, their relationships, and with heaven and earth. Wow. Okay, the philosophy of the cards is simple: to seek, to feel, to grow, and to heal. Seek, feel, grow, and heal. There we go. So as I've mentioned before, as a writer and somebody who does a lot of writing and editing, I generally keep an eye open for grammatical errors and mistakes in terms of the editing and the font and the layout, and this all looks pretty good, which again is another good indicator, because how you do one thing is kind of how you do everything. And so knowing that this is all very well formatted, it's all very well put together, is a good indication that the cards themselves, when we get onto them, will be the same, that they will be a very coherent system, very attractive and very well put together. So if we look, wow, so each card, this is one of the major arcana, this is the desire card number 20. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides of writing around it. And it's broken up, so we've got some key phrases in the beginning, which are always useful, then some meanings, and then looks like what she's done is she's written some kind of ideas for when the card appears in certain positions within certain spreads. So here's if it appears in a past position, talking about the past, how the card could be interpreted, how it appears in the present, and then as a potential blockage, so maybe as a reversal. So really good insight into each of the cards as to how to read them. Seems to be pretty in depth. This is certainly one of the more thorough packs I've opened. And then for the minor arcana, we've got, again, as I said, split into the elements rather than the more traditional swords, cups, wands and pentacles. So we have air, and again we've got 2 pages here written for each of the cards. Again, with key phrases, things to remember. These are quite good memory joggers, keywords. So if that card comes up, you can know it's about new ideas, personal truths, originality, individualization, motivation. Some key phrases and then some meanings. And again, this looks like it may have been set in to give you some ideas as to where it appears in a read, because obviously context with the cards is all important when you're it's not just about the individual meaning of the card, but in how it relates to the other cards in the rest of the spread. And it looks as though that is spoken about to some extent through this. There's some nice illustrations within the book anymore. Yeah, look. Obviously replicating the artwork off of the cards, which is always good. Consistency. Yeah, so I'm going to look forward to reading that. Nearly 300 pages of insight. But let's get on to the cards. Let's put that to one side for a minute, because this is why we're really here, having a look at the cards themselves. So they are just wrapped with a little binder around them, little plastic binder, not wrapped in cellophane, which is good because it means they're going to be a bit less sticky. And we'll slide that off, and then we'll have a bit of a flip through of all of the cards. Card stock looks pretty good. I think that's the backing. In front. Got a bit of a shiny feel, so I should imagine they're going to shuffle pretty well. They're going to slide in, and there's probably slightly more kind of modern styling on the graphics here. Obviously starting with 0 as choice, so there's a bit of a departure from the more traditional decks, which may suit some of you, but some really nice kind of imagery on this card. I don't know if you can see this choice card clearly. Try and get it to a place where it's not quite catching the shine so much. We've got the snake holding the lantern, we've got a couple of faces there, we've got some tears, lots of symbolism. The apple, real kind of Garden of Eden beginning stuff going on with that symbolism. And I'm sure it'll all be explained, kind of the river, maybe the cosmos, primordial beginnings, that kind of stuff. Okay. So before, there's a little bit of shine, maybe you can just kind of catch that up. A little bit of a glossy finish on these, where just kind of it's just reflecting. So if you are going to do readings online, or show people stuff over camera rather than face to face, that's always worth bearing that in mind. In terms of the size of the cards, let's have a look. So they are 8.5 by 13, so that's a good size. This is a standard playing card size, so we have the 7 of hearts there. So it's just a little bit bigger than a double playing card size, just to give you an idea. So that's kind of nice to hold, very visual, certainly when you're reading for people. Anyway, let's have a bit of a flip through, and we will see what we can see. So we've already looked at the choice card. Next card is the Child. Again, a little bit of a departure here from the more traditional tarot. Then we have the Maiden, card number 2. Again, some really nice symbolism and imagery going on. Card number 3, Youth. Followed by the Mother. The tortoise down here. Some kind of symbols in the tree, plenty for you to pick up on during your readings. We have card 5, the Father. Echoes maybe of the Strength card from the traditional tarot. Card 6, the Crone. Some nice imagery kind of going on in the corner here, taking your mind away maybe from the main card, just little bits of detail. And then we have the Sage. Echoes of the Hermit. And we have the Death Rebirth card. There's kind of nice duality to that, with the skulls and the new infant being born in there from the primordial egg. Knowledge card. Plenty of symbolism and things to catch the eye on that, to help you do your readings. Wisdom. And here we have the Hermit card. With his bare hood, out on his own, on a journey, seeking the light, trying to find inner wisdom. We have a card of healing. Card of love. Card number 12. Union. Card number 13. Some really nice intricate detailing around there. A nod to the chakras, for those of you who bring that kind of element into your readings. Card 14, the Self. Another attractive looking card. Card 15, Abundance. There's dragon here, overlooking. Lots to pick up on. The signature card of the mirrors what's on the package. Destiny. Is it your destiny to own this deck of cards? Well, maybe. The Journey. We have 2 roads, one dark, one light, one known and one unknown. Which will you choose on your journey? Card 18, Thought. Again, got this concept of duality. Some of the symbolism to allow your mind and your creative imagination to get hold of and to find meaning. Emotions card. Balanced sword. Somebody down here Desire. Perception. Interesting card, very dark visual. Contrast that to maybe what we had a few. So we've got love and perception. It's nice to see cards where there is a bit of clear, visually constructed difference. You get a real kind of feeling of the cards from that. And it helps to manage your intuition. It helps to heighten it and gives it something to feed from. So that you can deliver your readings with integrity. There we go. That was a good flow there, wasn't it? And then we have integrity card, animals, nice visuals. And when you do those things, you can read in complete faith and trust in your own abilities, as well as the abilities of Spirit to provide your clients the right answer. So those are the major arcana. A couple of extra cards, a couple of differences in there. Let's set those just off to one side for a second and we'll look through the minors. So I'm assuming this is Earth. Card number 1. Let's check, see what these symbols mean down the bottom here. Does it say? Oh yes it does. Look, here we go. This is nice for the system. So we have Earth. So look, I guessed correctly. Just taking the feel off the card, I suppose the greens and the leafy, it was an Earth card. And then we have air is this symbol, followed by fire and water. So rather than actually having the full descriptions on the card, they've just got these little signs at the bottom. So from that, once you learn to read these, you'll know that that is the 1 of Earth, or the ace of Earth, I should say. Then we have the 2, the 3, and these sort of woodland fawn, woodland spirits type theme going on each of these cards. Bit of a trickster there with the red and the green. Card number 6, 7. Again, a nod to the chakras. Card 8. Card number 9, third eye opening. And the final card of Earth, card 10. Taking the mask off to revealing what's really there. Oh, then we have the what would be the traditionally the page, the knight, the queen and the king. So we have heaven and earth, card 11, card 12, the seneschal, and then we do have a queen and a king. There we go, what a handsome couple they make. So that's the earth cards. And these must be the air cards, I'm assuming. Yep, air. And you've got this dragon, so the ace of air. Two. Again, this concept of duality coming in here. 3. The 4. 6, 7, the 8, interesting symbolism on there, 9, maybe that third eye, awakening type card, the 10 of air, and then we have body and mind. Did we have body and mind last time? What did we have last time? We had heaven and earth. It's card 11 on the previous suit. Now we've got body and mind. I wonder what's going to be next. And we have the scribe rather than the essential. Then we have the queen and king as before of air. So some interesting concepts to adopt and take in if you're an experienced reader used to the more of a classic Rider-Waite deck, then there's going to be some few changes when you come across to read this. Or if you're brand new to tarot, then so you've got this fairly substantial book there that will certainly help you get through this. So this is, I'm going to assume fire. Would be the wands. So we have the ace, 2, the 3, the 4 with the archer there, 5. We're picking up on some of that theme of conflict that's quite traditional with that card. The 6, 7, 8, and the feeling of the phoenix for that one. 9, again this theme of awakening, coming into spiritual clarity, gaining insight, and then a 10. Everything in alignment, all of your chakras tuned to the universe. And now we have card number 11, which is masculine, feminine. Followed by the hero. Really nice, warm, vibrant feels to these cards with the golds and the reds. Picking up, they're really strong on these emblems. And they've got a real kind of warm, comfortable feel to them. And then the queen and the king. Matching. Again, a very handsome couple. And finally the water cards. So we have the ace. 2. See if you can tell what's going on here. It's almost like a lover's kind of type card. 3. And the 4. 5. 6 of water. 7. The 8. The 9. And the 10. So, what's this card going to be? What do we think? Emotion and intellect. Okay. Followed by the counselor. Help you manage and deal with your emotions. Help you process them and understand them and learn from them. And then we have the queen and the king. So what we'll do, we'll have a little shuffle. We'll see what they're like. Okay, they're obviously a bit new. Sometimes new cards get a little bit sticky, but then that's okay. So they're quite a big size. They're not the thickest of cards, and they are quite slippy. They do kind of slide around a bit. So for someone with smaller hands, could be difficult keeping hold of them all and keeping them in order without them flying off everywhere. Unless you like reading your jumpers. Let's do that. Let's see if they see where they slide. Well, they slide across very easily, as I expected, with them being nice smooth cards. And there we go. So we've got the 5 of fire. There we go. Visually, very nice. Lots for you to get your mind around. Obviously quite a big change in terms of the system for those who are used to a more traditional deck with the normal structure of the cards. Hence the, I'm sure, very thorough and very interesting and in-depth guidebook that goes with this. If this was a deck you just wanted to pick up and use straight away, I would imagine it may be a little bit of a challenge, depending on how much you rely on your intuition and how much you rely on the structure of the cards. And it'll be about investing a bit of time into reading the book. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and look out for more videos coming in the future.